Ilia Topuria recently shared his thoughts on the welterweight title fight between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, and he did not hold back. Speaking in an interview following UFC Qatar, Topuria expressed clear disappointment in what he described as a lack of resistance from the former champion. According to him, Jack Della Maddalena seemed mentally checked out of the fight from the moment it started, showing none of the urgency or competitive spirit expected at the championship level. Topuria emphasized that it wasn't just a technical failure, but an emotional and mental one, as if Maddalena simply didn't want to be in there. He further criticized the predictable style of Islam Makhachev, pointing out that Islam once again did exactly what he always does: neutralize his opponent, slow the pace, and secure position rather than push for an exciting finish. Topuria described Makhachev's performance as effective but extremely boring, suggesting that Islam doesn't care about entertainment or the audience as long as he leaves with the belt. While expressing frustration with both fighters, Topuria took the opportunity to make his intentions clear. He expects, and hopes, that a fight between him and Islam Makhachev becomes a reality. He believes such a matchup would expose Makhachev in a way the public has not seen before. Topuria claimed that if they meet inside the cage, fans would witness a very desperate version of Islam, frantically trying to secure a dominant position and catch his breath as the fight slips away from him. Topuria's statements also carried a tone of confidence bordering on inevitability. He reiterated that he understands Islam's game and is fully prepared to shut it down, arguing that Islam has been protected by opponents who fail to challenge him in the ways that truly matter. Unlike Maddalena, Topuria said, he has no intention of folding under pressure or allowing Makhachev to dictate the pace. In closing, Topuria admitted that he was more disappointed in Jack Della Maddalena than in Islam Makhachev. Islam, in his view, simply executed his usual strategy. But Maddalena, as a former champion, failed to show the heart, urgency, and pushback expected from someone defending their legacy. For Topuria, that performance represented a missed opportunity, one that he insists he won't repeat when his own time comes. Arman Tsarukyan recently made headlines after issuing a fierce warning to Ilia Topuria, making it clear that if the two ever meet inside the octagon, it will not be just another fight, it will be personal. Speaking during an interview while traveling aboard his private jet, Tsarukyan expressed complete confidence in his abilities and a burning desire to make a statement. He described Topuria as a talented fighter, but one who has not yet faced someone truly relentless, someone capable of dragging him into deep waters and keeping a pace he is not prepared for. Tsarukyan explained that he has analyzed Topuria's style in detail and believes he has the perfect tools to shut him down. According to him, Topuria's aggressive approach and striking heavy offense leave openings that a high-pressure wrestler with elite cardio can exploit. Tsarukyan emphasized that once he begins to impose his grappling and ground and pound, the physical and mental pressure will slowly break Topuria down. He did not shy away from vivid language, stating that he wants to smash Topuria's face with elbows, slice him open, and secure a TKO victory through overwhelming dominance rather than a lucky moment. He stressed that the fight, if it happens, would not be technical and cautious. Instead, it would be violent and decisive, driven by his mission to prove that he is the most dangerous fighter in the division. Tsarukyan believes Topuria has built an image of being untouchable, and he is determined to be the one to destroy that narrative. He said that once they are locked inside the cage, Topuria will quickly realize that he has never dealt with someone who moves forward non-stop, mixes striking and wrestling seamlessly, and maintains a suffocating pace from the first second to the last. Tsarukyan also challenged the hype surrounding Topuria, suggesting that many people overestimate him because he has not yet faced fighters who can neutralize his strengths and expose his weaknesses. He stated that Topuria has looked impressive, but only against certain styles and not against complete athletes with high-level wrestling, grappling, and striking combined. To close his message, Tsarukyan expressed that he isn't only after a win, he wants a brutal finish. Not a decision, not a lucky punch, but a calculated and punishing TKO where elbows do the damage and force the referee to step in. For him, that would be the ultimate statement and proof that he is the future of the division. Rumors began circulating this week suggesting that Alex Pereira and Carlos Ulberg were being targeted for a matchup at UFC 324, scheduled to take place on January 24 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The speculation started online after Timothy Wheaton of Low Kick MMA posted on social media that he was hearing talk of the potential fight, while making it clear in his first sentence that it was not confirmed and was based only on early rumor. Even with that disclaimer, the MMA community immediately reacted and conversations exploded across social media, generating both excitement and criticism. Many fans felt the fight would be unexpected matchmaking, while others questioned whether it made sense for Pereira, who holds the light heavyweight title, to defend against someone still climbing toward the top of the division. The rumor became so widespread that Ariel Helwani addressed it directly on his show to clarify the situation. Helwani acknowledged that he had seen the reports and confirmed that he personally reached out to multiple sources inside the UFC to verify whether the Pereira vs Ulberg matchup was legitimate. According to what he was told, there is no validity to the rumor. The UFC has not discussed that fight, and the organization's current hope is still to book Alex Pereira for the White House card against Jon Jones. Helwani emphasized that there has been zero formal conversation regarding a fight with Carlos Ulberg at this time. Helwani explained that MMA rumors can develop rapidly, especially when they involve champions or major events, and often gain traction before the facts are verified. He said that although anything in the fight world can change quickly and that the UFC could theoretically make new matchups overnight, the information available as of his latest check-ins over the weekend gives no indication that Pereira vs Ulberg is on the table. In contrast, Kayla Harrison vs Amanda Nunes is actively being discussed for the card. He also stated that, despite speculation online, Ilia Topuria vs Paddy Pimblett is not being discussed for the event either. Helwani concluded by reinforcing the point that the public should not assume the rumored Pereira-Ulberg fight is real simply because the story spread quickly. At this moment, internal discussions continue to be focused on securing Alex Pereira for a major matchup, ideally against Jon Jones, and nothing has changed internally to suggest otherwise. He described his update as the most accurate information available as of Saturday night and the day after his show when he conducted additional follow-ups. Daniel Cormier has weighed in on a potential matchup between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria, and according to him, there is no question about how dangerous that fight would be. Cormier did not hesitate to call Tsarukyan the scariest stylistic challenge for Topuria, emphasizing that the two are not only elite competitors, but arguably the best lightweights in the world at this moment. He pointed out that now that Islam Makhachev is competing as the welterweight champion, the clear debate for the true king of the lightweight division centers around Tsarukyan and Topuria. Cormier noted that both fighters are young, highly skilled, and improving rapidly with every outing, making their eventual collision feel inevitable. Cormier highlighted Tsarukyan's complete skill set as the reason he poses such a threat to Topuria. He explained that Tsarukyan is big, strong, and incredibly well-rounded, with the ability to strike at a high level and wrestle with elite efficiency. What makes Tsarukyan particularly dangerous, Cormier stressed, is his top control. When Tsarukyan gets on top of an opponent, he is nearly impossible to shake off. His pressure, chain wrestling, and ability to transition seamlessly between striking and grappling create a suffocating style that overwhelms even the most talented fighters. Cormier pointed out that this is exactly why Topuria fans should be concerned. While Topuria has developed a reputation as a powerful and precise striker with exceptional finishing ability, he has not yet faced many opponents who can replicate the physicality and grappling pressure that Tsarukyan brings. Cormier compared Tsarukyan's approach to that of Islam Makhachev, saying that if there is anyone who can reproduce the kind of wrestling-dominant strategy that made Makhachev so successful, it is Tsarukyan. Even if not identical in technique, Tsarukyan carries the closest resemblance in terms of fight control, physical strength, cardio, and the ability to dictate where the fight takes place. Cormier believes the combination of Tsarukyan's wrestling foundation, striking versatility, and physical presence creates the most challenging matchup Topuria could encounter. He added that Topuria is extremely talented and deserves all the praise he receives, but a fighter with Tsarukyan's style neutralizes confidence and aggression quickly if he is able to impose his game early. For Cormier, the frightening part of such a matchup is the realization that Tsarukyan is still getting better every fight, and his prime years may only just be beginning. In Cormier's view, when the time comes for Tsarukyan and Topuria to meet, it has the potential to be one of the highest-level lightweight fights ever seen, And for Topuria supporters, it may also be the most nerve-wracking. Song Yadong has officially signed the contract for his next UFC fight, and the MMA world is buzzing with speculation. A new video surfaced online showing Yadong receiving a letter through the mail that was revealed to be a UFC contract. The footage immediately grabbed the attention of fans, not only because it confirmed that Yadong has a fight booked, but because of the props placed in the background. In the video, two training dummies can be seen with the faces of Umar Nurmagomedov and Sean O'Malley printed on them. Although Yadong did not verbally confirm the identity of his opponent, the imagery sparked a wave of theories suggesting that his next fight is likely against one of those two high-profile names. The moment the clip started circulating on social media, fans of the bantamweight division began debating which matchup makes more sense for Yadong at this stage of his career. Umar Nurmagomedov, known for his elite wrestling and undefeated record, represents one of the toughest stylistic challenges for anyone in the weight class. Meanwhile, Sean O'Malley is the reigning star of the division, known for his striking, fan appeal, and championship pedigree. Pairing Yadong with either opponent would represent a massive opportunity and a statement matchup that could determine the immediate direction of the title picture. The tone of the video suggested that Yadong is excited for whoever the opponent may be. His reaction, along with the playful yet symbolic placement of the training dummies, indicated that he is ready for a high-stakes showdown. The clip did not include comments regarding a date, location, or card placement, but the atmosphere surrounding the situation makes it clear that this fight will likely be a significant one on an upcoming UFC event. Many fans online reacted with enthusiasm, seeing this as a well-deserved opportunity for Yadong, who has developed into one of the most dangerous and consistent fighters in the bantamweight division. Supporters believe he has earned the right to compete against the best and potentially place himself directly into the championship conversation. Analysts and media figures have also chimed in, acknowledging that a matchup with Umar would answer major questions about Yadong's ability to deal with world-class grappling, while a showdown with O'Malley would create enormous fan interest and explosive striking exchanges. Although the official announcement has not yet been made by the UFC, the footage confirms that the contract is signed and the fight is locked in. Now the community waits for the reveal of the opponent, with expectations that it will be one of the biggest bantamweight matchups of the year. For Song Yadong, the message seems undeniable: he is ready, he is determined, and he wants to prove that he belongs among the elite.